Hello students, teachers, parents, history nerds. Hello everybody, and welcome to Nutshelled History, where we lay out the facts, the good, the bad, and the ugly. We continue with our Early America series by looking at the war's end. Check the description down below for a fill-in-the-blanks worksheet that goes along with this video. I just ask that you like and subscribe. I apologize in advance for any mispronunciations. I do my best. Okay, let's go. After Confederate victories in late 1862 to 1863, the tide of war turned in the North's favor. General Grant targeted Vicksburg, Mississippi, one of the last cities on the Mississippi River still in Confederate hands. Grant surrounded the fortified city and laid siege for 2 months. Vicksburg surrendered on July 4th. Now the entire Mississippi River was under Northern control. Meanwhile, in the east, General Lee once more launched an attack in the north. His forces encountered Union troops led by General George Meade in Pennsylvania on July 1, 1863. The Battle of Gettysburg ended in a Union victory after 3 days. On the second day, a Confederate attack known as Pickett's Charge killed thousands of Confederate troops. On November 19, 1863, President Lincoln attended a ceremony to dedicate a cemetery to those who had died at Gettysburg. His speech became known as the Gettysburg Address. In it, he proclaimed that all men are created equal and that the nation would undergo a new birth of freedom. After Vicksburg, President Lincoln put Grant in charge of the Union Army. Grant ordered General Philip Sheridan to lead a force through Virginia to destroy everything useful to the enemy, including farms, livestock, transportation, and industry. He sent General William Tecumseh Sherman through Georgia with similar orders. Sherman's march to the sea brought devastation from Atlanta to Savannah. Sheridan's and Sherman's victories helped Lincoln to win re-election in 1864. In Lincoln's second inaugural address, he presented a vision for the nation based on liberty, equality, and union. In contrast to Jefferson Davis's demand for equality and liberty for Southern whites, Lincoln called for a nation based on equality and liberty for all. Grant began the drive to capture Richmond in May 1864, pursuing Lee's army across eastern Virginia. Union forces laid siege to Petersburg for 9 months. On April 2, 1865, the Union Army captured both Petersburg and Richmond. 1 week later, Grant and Lee met in a home in the town of Appomattox Courthouse, Virginia, where Lee surrendered. Grant generously allowed the Confederate soldiers to return home without punishment. The war was over, but its effects lasted long afterward. Around 250,000 Southerners had died, along with over 360,000 Northerners. The ideas of nullification and secession were also dead. The question of slavery had been settled, but a difficult struggle for equality lay ahead. All right, let's recap. By mid-1863, the Civil War's tides turned like a dramatic plot twist. Grant took Vicksburg after a 2-month siege, gaining full control of the Mississippi, while Lee's ill-fated Gettysburg adventure ended in disaster. Pickett's Charge was less glory and more ouch. Lincoln commemorated the bloodshed with the Gettysburg Address, dropping iconic lines about equality and freedom like a 19th century mic drop. Grant, now the Union's top dog, unleashed Sheridan and Sherman to wage scorched earth campaigns, turning the South into a barbecue of ruined farms and railroads. These victories helped Lincoln cruise to re-election in 1864, as he envisioned a unified nation of liberty for all. By April 1865, after a grueling siege of Petersburg and Richmond, Lee surrendered at Appomattox, with Grant graciously letting Confederate soldiers go home. The war ended, but its scars lingered. Nullification and secession were dead, slavery was gone, but equality was still stuck in traffic. There you have it, folks. That is the war's end, nutshelled. Thanks for stopping by Nutshelled History. Smash those like and subscribe buttons for me a few times. See y'all next time on Nutshelled History.